I'd always been drawn to the mysteries of the sea, the eerie tales of hidden treasures, and the whispered legends of uncharted islands. So, when I stumbled upon an old, weathered map in an antique shop, it felt like destiny calling. The map led to an island marked as the Forgotten Island, a place that had been struck from the records of all known maps and charts. It promised adventure, danger, and secrets untold. Little did I know just how chilling those secrets would turn out to be. With the map in hand, I set out on a journey that would change my life forever. The boat ride was long and treacherous, waves crashing against the sides of the vessel as though trying to keep us away. The sky was overcast, the atmosphere heavy with an ominous sense of foreboding. My heart pounded with excitement and anxiety as we approached the island, shrouded in a thick fog that seemed to cling to it like a sinister cloak. As we disembarked onto the desolate shore, the crew exchanged nervous glances. They had heard the stories too, tales of ships that had ventured too close to the island and vanished without a trace. But they were professionals, and they were being well paid for their services. I stepped onto the island, my boots sinking slightly into the damp sand. The air was damp and cold, and the eerie silence hung heavily around us. The island was lush with vegetation, but there was something unsettling about the way the trees and plants seemed to lean in towards us, as if they were watching our every move. We followed the map's directions deeper into the island's interior, the dense foliage making progress, slow and difficult. Strange, ancient ruins emerged from the overgrown jungle, their crumbling walls hinting at a civilization that had long since vanished. The sense of isolation and the weight of time bore down on me, filling me with a sense of unease. As we ventured deeper into the heart of the island, we came across a clearing, and there, standing in the center, was a massive stone statue. Its eyes were empty sockets, its face contorted into an expression of eternal anguish. It stood as a sentinel, guarding the secrets of this forsaken place. I couldn't help but feel that we were being watched, not just by the stone figure, but by something else, something unseen. Night fell quickly, and we set up camp in the clearing. The crew huddled together around a crackling fire. I couldn't shake the feeling of being watched, and every rustle in the underbrush sent shivers down my spine. I tried to dismiss my unease as simple nerves, but I couldn't ignore the fact that something about this island was profoundly unsettling. As the night wore on, I was awoken by a strange sound. It was a low, mournful wail that seemed to come from all around us. I sat up, my heart pounding, and scanned the darkness. The crew was still asleep, their faces pale in the flickering firelight. The wailing grew louder, more desperate. And then I saw them. Figures emerged from the shadows, shambling toward us with a haunting, unnatural grace. They were ghostly and translucent, their eyes hollow and their mouths twisted in silent scream. I could barely breathe as I watched them draw closer, their cold, lifeless eyes fixed on me. I tried to wake the crew, but my voice caught in my throat. The figures were almost upon us, their cold, spectral hands reaching out. And then, just as suddenly as they had appeared, they faded away into the darkness, leaving only an eerie, echoing silence behind. The crew awoke, disoriented and terrified, but they had seen nothing. They dismissed my account as a nightmare, a trick of the imagination. But I knew what I had seen, and I knew that this island held secrets far darker than we could have ever imagined. Determined to uncover the truth, I continued to explore the island in the days that followed. I discovered more ruins, each one more ancient and mysterious than the last. And as I delved deeper into the heart of the island, I began to piece together the chilling history of the Forgotten Island. It had once been inhabited by a civilization that had practiced dark, forbidden rituals. They had made a pact with an ancient, malevolent force, a being that demanded blood sacrifice in exchange for power and protection. But the islanders' greed had led them to sacrifice not only their enemies, but also their own people, until the entire civilization had descended into madness and death. The island had been cursed, condemned to an eternity of darkness and suffering. The restless spirits of those who had perished in the name of power now haunted the island, their wailing cries serving as a warning to any who dared to set foot on its cursed shores. As I delved deeper into the island's history, I realized that I had stumbled upon a place of unspeakable evil. The malevolent force that had cursed the island still lurked here, its presence growing stronger with each passing day. I knew that I had to leave, to escape the clutches of this forsaken place, before it consumed me, as it had countless others. But escape would not be easy. The island seemed determined to keep me trapped within its grasp. The jungle seemed to twist and shift, changing its shape to confuse and disorient me. The eerie wails of the restless spirits followed me wherever I went, their haunting cries driving me to the brink of madness. I had become a prisoner of the forgotten island, a place where time had no meaning, and the boundaries between the living and the dead blurred into nothingness. The horrors I had witnessed and the malevolent force that sought to claim me had left me broken and terrified. And so, I write this account as a warning to all who may stumble upon the map that leads to the forgotten island. Do not be lured by the promise of adventure and discovery, for this is a place where the darkness of the human soul meets the malevolence of the supernatural. It is a place where the living and the dead are forever entwined, and where the secrets that lie buried beneath the soil are best left undisturbed. As for me, I can only pray that someday someone will find this account and heed my warning. And perhaps, just perhaps, they will find a way to break the curse of the forgotten island and release its restless spirits from their eternal torment. Until then, I remain a prisoner of this forsaken place, forever haunted by the chilling secrets of an island that time and humanity have chosen to forget.